Welcome to Goodnight Robin, your someone to say goodnight to. I'm your host, Robin Rice. Tonight's episode is sponsored by GoodnightRobin, because I want you to know all the places where you can find us. So obviously GoodnightRobin.com, where we have much more than just the latest episode. But we're also on iTunes, Google Podcast, Google Play, YouTube at Goodnight Robin. Just search Goodnight Robin on YouTube and you'll find us now. You'll find me at Instagram at The Robin Rice. That's my personal account, but I do post also about Goodnight Robin. My Facebook is facebook.com/robin.rice. That's my personal page, and I'm full of friends. I can't take any more friends, but followers. We have quite a lot of followers there, and of course, I post a lot of things there, including about Goodnight Robin. At Twitter, you'll find me at @BeWhoYouAre, and on Pinterest at Robin Rice Inc., INC, Robin Rice INC. You can tell we signed up for these things at different times, and what was available at different times was different. So in any event, you can find me in all of those places, and of course, you will find that in tonight's show notes. Recently, I talked about the way that I look at dying imperfect, and I want to tell you a story about that because it was a powerful realization. The realization came when I was young. I was 22, and my father had been diagnosed with cancer for some time and had recently passed. Now, my father was a man who could organize his life, and it was very clear how he did it. He had yellow index cards and a red pen, and he would make lists and put them out and fan them. He had this round dinner table, and he would fan them out around him, and he would see things, and he was very visual and very creative, and he would see all the things he had to do. And then when he passed away, none of them were going to ever get done. And because his writing was sort of hard to read, I saw a few of them, but for the most part, I just put them all in a pile, and we threw them away. And he died with lots of things on his to-do list, as I have a feeling maybe we all will, unless we're very elderly and no longer making lists. And again, they weren't just to-dos. I should say that they were inspirations and ideas, and more than just a rigid set of, I got to get this done. It was a beautiful spread, but it was a spread that would forever be not complete. And these cards would be thrown away. And it made me think about, in the end of my life, I'm sure someone will probably find my to-do list. To find it online, you'll find it here, you'll find it there. I play with it quite a bit, so you could probably find it lots of places. But there'll be nothing to do with it except to throw it away, and will be done enough. And so when I remind myself that I will die with things on my to-do list as yet undone, I don't worry so much about the fact that they're not undone right now. That's just how it is. And it doesn't seem to matter how far down the list I get. There's always something tomorrow. There's always some new thing that's come up. My tax accountant needs this, or my, whatever else it is. Something with my car I have to register, or there's a recall on food in the fridge, or who knows what. There's all kinds of things that are out there. But I find it very gentle as an approach to myself to say, yeah, you'll die with things on your to-do list. I also say, I will die imperfect, for sure, absolutely. No matter how good I get at some of the things that I do, there are all kinds of things that I will really, really not be good at. Tons of things I will not be good at. For sure, I will not be good at cooking. I suppose I could become a better cook, but I don't really care. I don't have that much investment in that process for myself. It's just not my particular interest. I know other people are like magnificent at cooking, and they're magicians in the kitchen. And I love those people. I love to have dinner at their house. But all kinds of things that I won't be good at means I can just focus on what I am good at and do what I really want to do, and focus on that and get better at that. There's a school of thought that's kind of like, well, figure out what you're not good at and put those on your list. And there's another school of thought, which is figure out what you're good at and become great at those. I'm definitely in the second camp. So if you need a little permission to die with things, on your to-do list and not getting it all done today, let alone by the end of your life, and if you need a little permission to not be good at everything, well, I will write your little permission slip virtually in your mind. Say, yep, Robin gave me permission. If you need somebody else's permission or if that's helpful, I'm happy to write that note. That's what I have for you tonight. I'm so glad you're with me. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful night's sleep. Good night.